Imagine a place so far removed from civilization that even satellites took decades to find it, places where no human has ever set foot before. We often believe we have a map of every tiny corner of our Earth and that every secret has been revealed, but the truth is much more astonishing. Deep within the most inaccessible regions of our planet, there exist mountains so isolated that they almost seem like foreign objects in our reality. In this documentary, we penetrate into territories that lie beyond any possibility of rescue. We travel to political exclusion zones, to mountains that were literally discovered via Google Earth, and to peaks guarded by ancient tribes. This is a list of the mountains that are almost impossible to reach. Prepare yourself for a journey to the end of the world. We begin our journey in the icy north of America, in a wilderness so vast that time there is measured not in hours, but in generations. Here, deep inside the Brooks Range in Alaska, stands Mount Isto. At 2,736 meters, it is not the highest mountain in the world, but it is one of the loneliest. What makes Mount Isto so special is the fact that it hid its true identity for decades. Until just a few years ago, cartographers believed another mountain, Mount Chamberlain, was the highest point in the Arctic. It was not until between 2014 and 2015 that researcher Matt Nolan used a modern aircraft mapping system called FODAR to bring the truth to light. The maps had to be rewritten. Mount Isto is the true king of the Brooks Range. Anyone wishing to reach this summit must commit to absolute isolation and bring a great deal of courage. There are no roads, no hiking trails, and no rescue helicopters within reach. You must land with a bush plane on a gravel bar in the middle of the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. From there, you are on your own in a territory ruled by grizzly bears where the weather can turn from bright sunshine to a life-threatening Arctic storm within minutes. It is a place of total silence, a landscape that has not changed in thousands of years. From ice-cold Alaska, we now fly to the other side of the world, to an area that is as politically volatile as the terrain is difficult. On the border between Kazakhstan and China lies the Sauyr Mountains, and there rises Sauyr Zhotasy. At 3,840 meters, it is a massive presence, yet it holds a mystery that is almost unique in the modern climbing world. Its true summit is officially considered to this very day to be unclimbed. It is extremely rare to find such a prominent mountain whose highest point has never been stepped upon by a human being. Expeditions in 2017 and 2018 failed just short of the goal. The reason is not only the treacherous glacier ice or the lack of infrastructure, but politics. The mountain lies exactly on an international border that is strictly guarded by both sides. Obtaining permission to even approach the mountain is often more difficult than the climb itself. Sauyr Zhotasy is a monument to unreachability, a white spot on the map of human conquests. We leave the dry mountain ranges of Central Asia behind and dive into the total isolation of Antarctica. Off the coast of the eternal ice lies the uninhabited Siple Island, and upon it thrones Mount Siple. This shield-shaped volcano is over 3,100 meters high and completely covered in ice. Even by Antarctic standards, this place is extreme. There are no detailed topographic maps, only rough satellite sketches. Mount Siple is one of the most prominent unclimbed peaks on Earth. To reach it at all, one would need an ice-strengthened research vessel traversing one of the most remote marine regions in the world. Those who land here look into a void so absolute that it feels almost terrifying. No rescue, no radio contact, only the bitter cold of an ice-buried volcano. From the geographical isolation of Antarctica, we come to a completely different form of unreachability, the political exclusion zone. On the border between China and North Korea stands Mount Paektu. It is 2,744 meters high and houses within its caldera the Heaven Lake, one of the deepest and most beautiful crater lakes in the world. But the beauty is deceptive. On the North Korean side, the mountain is almost impossible to visit. It is the centerpiece of state mythology and propaganda. This is where the legendary founder of Korea is said to have been born, and the ruling Kim dynasty uses the mountain as a backdrop for its staging of power. For Western visitors, access is almost completely blocked. Geologically speaking, the mountain is a sleeping beast. In the year 946 AD, the so-called Millennium eruption occurred here, one of the most violent volcanic eruptions of the last 2,000 years. Ash from this event was carried as far as Japan. Mount Paektu is a place where geology and ideology merge in a dangerous way. Our journey now leads us to the coldest inhabited region on Earth, northeast Siberia. Here rises Gora Pobeda, the highest point of the Chersky Range. The name means Mountain of Victory, but a victory up here is dearly bought. The nearest accessible road is 350 kilometers away, the nearest helicopter base over 1,300 kilometers. In winter, temperatures here drop below -50 degrees Celsius. When professional climbers Simone Moro and Tamara Lunger attempted the first winter ascent in 2018, their boots froze rock hard overnight. In this Arctic wilderness, there are no shelters, no help, only the wind that shreds tents and a cold that makes metal brittle. Anyone who climbs Gora Pobeda leaves the known world behind. We leave the ice behind and fly into the deep South Atlantic to an island so remote that it possesses no airport. Tristan da Cunha. Here, Queen Mary's Peak soars over 2,000 meters into the sky. The only way to reach this mountain is a 6 to 7 day ship voyage from Cape Town, and the ship sails only 9 times a year. The history of this mountain is marked by drama. In 1961, the volcano erupted right next to the small settlement, and the entire population of 260 people had to be evacuated. They fled to England, but after 2 years, almost all of them returned. They chose total isolation over modern life in Europe. The summit offers a heart-shaped crater lake, but the true challenge is the journey across the endless ocean. From the stormy Atlantic, we now head into the burning heart of the Sahara, to the north of Chad. Here lies the Tibesti Mountains, and at their center thrones Emi Koussi. At 3,415 meters, it is the highest mountain in the entire Sahara. Emi Koussi is not technically difficult to climb, but its environment is brutal. To reach the foot of the mountain, one must drive for days in four-wheel drive vehicles through completely empty desert terrain and bring every drop of water and every liter of fuel oneself. The area is politically unstable and controlled by tribes who are suspicious of strangers. The volcano itself is gigantic. Its caldera is 15 kilometers wide. In old reports, it is said that people lived in artificial caves within the crater. It is one of the most isolated volcanic peaks in human history. Now we come to the discoveries that were only made possible by modern technology. In Mozambique, scientists on Google Earth came across a mysterious green spot on a mountaintop. That was the discovery of Mount Lico. What is special about Lico is its shape. The mountain is a massive stone tower whose summit plateau is enclosed by 700-meter-high, almost vertical walls. The forest on the summit was completely isolated for centuries. Even the locals had never been up there. It was not until 2018 that an expedition with professional climbers succeeded in hoisting researchers onto the summit. What they found was a lost world. Untouched animal species, and, strangely enough, ancient pottery fragments. Someone had managed to overcome these walls centuries ago, but how they did it remains a mystery. Lico is a green fortress in the African savanna. Only a few kilometers from Lico lies another mountain that also became famous through satellite imagery, Mount Mabu. It received the nickname Google Forest because scientists only noticed via Google Earth in 2005 that one of the largest untouched rainforests in Africa is located here. Before Julian Bayliss enlarged the green spot on his screen, this forest was completely unknown to science. When researchers finally penetrated the thicket, they found a treasure trove of biodiversity. New species of chameleons, unknown butterflies, and plants that exist nowhere else. Mount Mabu is proof that we can still overlook entire ecosystems if they are hidden well enough. The journey requires arduous trips over mud tracks and the ascent through dense jungle without paths. And now we reach the destination of our journey, a mountain hidden so deep in the Peruvian Amazon that it almost seems like a legend, Cerro el Cono. It is only 700 meters high, but its shape is perfect, an almost flawless pyramid rising out of the flat green ocean of the jungle. Cerro El Cono is located in the Sierra del Divisor National Park, a region so remote that it serves as a protected area for uncontacted indigenous peoples. This is also the reason why this mountain is almost impossible to reach. It is forbidden by law. One is not allowed to enter this area in order not to endanger the tribes living in isolation. There are no documented ascents, no paths, no maps of the slopes. In local mythology, the mountain is considered a sacred spirit, an apu. Theories circulate on the internet that it is a sunken pyramid of a lost civilization. While geologists say it is of natural origin, its perfect silhouette leaves even experts in doubt. Cerro El Cono is perhaps the most mysterious mountain in the world, a sacred place protected by the deepest jungle and the law, untouched by the modern world. These 10 mountains show us one thing very clearly. There is still a great deal to discover on our Earth. While we believe we know everything, places still wait in the shadows of our satellite maps that elude human grasp. Perhaps it is a good thing that some peaks remain unreachable, that there are places known only to the wind and the silence. Which of these mountains would you like to see from a distance? Which one would you like to climb? Write it to me in the comments. If this journey to the edges of the world has fascinated you, subscribe to my channel and join me next time as we explore the most extreme places on our planet. Thank you for watching. Until next time.